The crazy stuff that can happen when you get older. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, as some of you know, I did another video about how I slammed my finger into my truck door. See, you can see my finger right here. Can you see it? It's got kind of a homemade splint on it. So yesterday, I was coming home from the gym and it was raining, and I had kind of an armful of things that I was carrying. My gym stuff and I had gone shopping before that, and the rain was coming down, and I wasn't rushing and I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't want things to get wet, nor did I want to get wet. And, but it was all good. It was all good. And so what happened was I had decided that, I was going to get out of my truck and shut my truck door and go in the house. Well, as I was doing it, for some reason, my finger got in the way of the door, and the door slammed. It didn't slam because I don't slam my door, but the door shut on my finger. And ouch, 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 ouch. And, of course, the red stuff was coming all over everything. And I ran in the house, and my son was here, and he said, Mom, what's going on? So he ran to my rescue, and we got a paper towel, and we wrapped it around to stop the red stuff from coming out. And then we kept wrapping it, and I held on to it for quite a while, put some pressure there. And fortunately, I was able to move it. I didn't break it. And it seems to be, much better, although I'm keeping the bandage on it probably for a couple of days, because it, cut open from the door. And so I got to thinking, I had never had anything like that before, at least not with my fingers. Maybe when I was 5 years old, somebody shut the car door and my hand was in there, and I got my thumb was in there. And, I remember my thumb got, wedged in there, and my thumbnail came off, and that was pretty painful. But that was when I was 5 years old, and I'm pushing 70 right now. So, this is the first time like that has happened. Now, I don't rush because I learned my lesson years ago that when you rush, that's, things can happen. One time my husband, we got invited like immediately to go to dinner. It was like we had 5 minutes to get ready, and my husband said, let's get ready. And we were living in Europe, and we had 2 steps down and 2 steps up from our living room. Well, I went to get ready really quick because we were supposed to meet these other people out, and I fell down the 2 steps and fell up the other 2 steps, and one of my legs was really, really bruised. And so from that point on, I don't rush for other people, and I don't rush for myself. So I wasn't rushing yesterday, and everything was good. There was no stress or nothing like that. And it's just that some things happen. No matter how much you do preventative, and I'm all about preventative, whether it's walking down the steps, I always, well, not always, but usually I hold on to the rail. I'm very, very mindful in everything I do for safety and for precautions. And yet I don't worry about things. And yet some things, you just don't see coming. Like I didn't see that coming. And so does it have to do with getting older? Like they say, old age. And I most certainly don't consider myself older, or at least not old. And technically I may be in that category. But if you knew me in person, or you know me in person, I'm young. And so, are we more prone to these kinds of things happening when we're older? I don't know if we're more prone, because I've seen younger people have similar things happen. But I think sometimes we can be more fragile. What may have not affected us to the same degree can affect us more as we get older. I mean, for some older people, their bones are less flexible, their skin is less flexible. So I think as we do get older, we have to be very, very mindful to take precautions to the best of our ability. Like I said, we can't predict everything, but we sure can stay on top of a lot of things and hopefully avoid most, if not all things that, are not what we want to happen. So when that happened yesterday with my finger, with my finger, you know, it was really something for me because I'm a very cautious person. And I really don't even know how that happened or why it happened. But one of the things I really have come out of that is, sometimes it's easy to look at other people and when they're going through something to kind of discount it or minimize it. And yet it reminded me of the importance of, if someone's going through something, to listen to them, to hear what they have to say. Understand you may not be going through the same thing and you may not even understand it, but respect their feelings, and don't minimize it. And I got to thinking about other people who have physical issues as they get older or even when they're younger. It's easy sometimes to minimize something. And I believe in letting everybody, speak their piece, so to speak, talk about it if they want, to a degree, and be there and be compassionate and understanding, okay? So that's what happened to me. Anyhow, so I'm having a little more difficulty typing right now. It's kind of, I can't use that finger, and that's my typing finger. And we're getting ready to make our turkey, our turkey Thanksgiving. We start a day or two beforehand and to get things ready. And so fortunately, my daughter is really going to jump in and help me with it. So I'm very blessed. Anyhow, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving and I wish you a wonderful day. And I hope to talk to y'all soon again. And stay safe, stay well. Bye-bye.